Edition of Eurofoot on Sports WorldTV. On the show tonight, we'll be discussing let's preview these matches. We have on the set Prince Edujemfi. Welcome. Thank you. Isaac Jessimensa, as usual.
Thank you.
And our main man, Kofi Edusei, right?
Thank you.
Yeah. Mr. Kofi Edusei. Yeah, because he's now married. Yeah. Let's begin with a preview of the Barclaycard Premier League matches. On the menu tonight, we have Arsenal staying at Emirates, waiting for Stoke City. Let me begin with you, Kobe.
Yeah.
Arsenal playing Stoke. In the Premier League era, Arsenal have won all the 8 matches that have been played at the Emirates Stadium. So they have 100% going into this match. Tony Pulis left Stoke to West Bromwich Albion, and then we have taking up the mantle over there, and now they are playing nice football. They don't defend that deep, and they have signed quality players too with Ibrahim Afale. Unfortunately, Afale will be missing this game, and then we have Shaqiri will be making his full away debut. How do you see this match?
Thank you once again, Eddie. Arsenal, let's say I'm going to put it this way: they are going to start as favorites, definitely, because playing at home to Stoke, and now you can see, like you're saying, Stoke has some time back being a long ball, as Jose Mourinho would term it, as the 19th century type of football. They defend so deep and they play the long balls because they were playing to suit the likes of Peter Crouch, Walters, and the likes. And now you could really see that there has been a massive turnaround in their game. Their game plan has changed. They are also playing the passing football as Arsenal are also doing. But I'm looking at an Arsenal football who also plays at a high tempo. They play at a high tempo, even though they play a lot of passes around, but they play at a high tempo. This game is going to be one fine game that we would be watching. Arsenal winning their last Premier League match against Newcastle United. Even when Newcastle were a man down, they managed to win with a scrappy goal. But notwithstanding, it was still the 3 maximum points that was important.
But let's forget, Arsenal have played 2 home matches.
Yeah,
they are yet to
win a game. They've lost
and
one.
And they are even yet to score at the Emirates this season.
Yeah. But like you're saying, I know we all could agree that it's still early days yet. The teams are not picking into the season. But sometimes if you don't start early, that is where the problem begins. But I'm looking at Arsenal. I'm looking forward to Arsenal to win this game because it should be a season turnaround game for them. If they really would have to compete for the honors this season, it starts from now. Stoke wouldn't be a pushover. They are also coming into the game very tight. And I think Arsenal, I'm looking at Arsenal standing as favorites. Even though, like you're saying, Olivier Giroud having been the Olivier Giroud that we knew, Alexis Sanchez, you see, he's a bit scrappy. A lot of people are talking about the Copa America that came on, that he spent a lot of time playing those games. He hasn't had the maximum rest.
For me, I think he's not helping himself because he keeps
the ball alone for far too long.
For far too long, and it seems he wants to score.
Well, sometimes that raises a lot of questions.
Yeah.
That is he supposed to be played up front or what? What actually does he want? Or he's a player who really wants to score more goals for his name to also come up.
Yeah.
What is the coach's decision to let him know what he's supposed to do? Like you're saying, he keeps the ball for far too long. He thinks he has to do all the trick, all the magic for himself. But that shouldn't be it. It should be a team play. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow's game, and I think Arsenal should carry the day.
Prince, last season when they met at the Emirates Stadium, Arsenal won 3-0. Alexis Sanchez scored 2 goals. Do you see Alexis Sanchez opening his account this weekend?
Thank you once again for this show. I'm not sure because Alexis Sanchez last season, because of the Copa del Rey, as
Copa
America, as Kobe pointed out, that because of that he's, I think, a bit fatigue has set in, and he's trying to come up because he didn't he didn't have
Preseason,
preseason with his team, so he's struggling a little bit. And as you said, he's also holding on to the ball for quite too long. So I think if he's able to, release the ball on time, it is going to help him as a player and also going to help the Arsenal team. I'm looking at the Arsenal team, for instance, because the Arsenal for this season, in terms of their home matches, they are yet to win a game.
Even to score.
Exactly, because I've watched 2 games they played so far. First game against West Ham, they lost 2-0, and then against Liverpool they drew without scoring, and the only goal that was scored was ruled offside. So I think that if Arsenal should at least pick a win against Stoke City, they should up their game, try to create more chances, because I've not seen them creating enough chances, more chances that will maybe result into a goal, because if you don't create chances, you are not going to score. So they should try and create more chances so that they can get the ball. And
so who is winning?
I think that it will be a tight game, but considering Stoke City coming into this game without some key players, Afalai being missing, and then Shari Adam also, and then their right back from Liverpool,
Glenn Johnson.
Glenn Johnson also is also out, but Bojan Kekic has been out, and then I think he's available to play for this game. But
on the movie too. I've started training.
Okay, and then Shaqiri too. This will be his second game, so I expect him to be a more up for it. Yeah. So I think it will be an Arsenal win. I see Arsenal winning against Stoke City.
Okay. Let's come to you with Everton Chelsea. Everton, for the past 8 matches that they have played, for the past 6 matches that they have played at the Goodison against Chelsea, Everton have been able to win 4 and then Chelsea winning 2. Last season, Chelsea went there and beat Everton by 6 goals to 3. We saw Diego Costa. And now this season, Diego Costa, let me say the whole Chelsea team is struggling. And with the bad news coming from Spain, which is Courtois, they flew him out to Barcelona to have a check, and then today watching Jose Mourinho said that Courtois will be missing in action for 4 good months. But Courtois have to go for a surgery. And again, now people have been asking, will Jose Mourinho drop Ivanovic and bring Aspilicueta back to the right back? Because I checked some stats. There are 4 matches that they have played so far. All the attacks, most of the attacks have been coming from the right and then the left, which means that Aspilicueta and Ivanovic are struggling, because you saw it against Crystal Palace when they lost 2-1. Now Chelsea has only 4 points. Do you see Chelsea winning their second away game?
It will be a very difficult game, I must admit. Courtois not playing this game will be a very difficult game. But we've seen Courtois out of a game against Man City. Begovic was superb. He kept the pose so well. But I don't think we are going to miss Courtois because of Begovic. But for Ivanovic and Aspilicueta, that problem has been the bane of Chelsea team this season. And I'm praying after the game against Crystal Palace, Mourinho hinted he was going to make changes in the team. So we are waiting for the changes that Mourinho hinted about the last game that we played. It will be very great to see Barbara Rahman play at the left, and Aspilicueta will be pushed right, so that Cahill and maybe, I don't know whether Terry is eligible to play.
Terry is eligible.
Then Terry and Cahill will.
Why not Gilabodi?
No. Zuma.
Ivanovic going there.
Yeah, that can be another option. Cahill Ivanovic or Terry Ivanovic.
Let's not forget, Everton have swift attackers.
Yep.
Morales, is there, and then De La Feu. Two will be there.
And Lukaku.
And Lukaku always want to prove a point that Jose Mourinho was wrong for letting him go.
Yeah.
So don't you think that Everton should Chelsea keep a very leggy back four? Don't you think Everton can punish them? Don't forget Steve Naismith is also there.
Yeah.
A player who always loves to score against Chelsea.
Like, if Mourinho still maintain that back four, Ivanovic at the right and Aspilicueta on the left, I bet you, I mean, they are going to use that areas to cross in the ball for Lukaku to score. And this season, watching Everton play, Harry Nakone has made Lukaku a better player. And let's not forget Ross Barkley.
Yeah, Ross Barkley too.
A very nice player. So, and this season, one problem Chelsea is also having is Matic. Matic and Fabregas is not playing too well. So it is exposing the defense, the back four. So it's my prayer, and I hope Matic is going to have his day. And when that thing happens, I hope Chelsea will come up and win this game.
Okay.
But we are not going to, Chelsea as a team is not going to, underrate Everton. No two ways. Everton is a good team. And with this season, the stars that is coming out, fewer home games win. So I'm praying that thing still continues so that Chelsea will have its second win for this season.
Okay. So Prince, a very swift one on that game. A very swift one on that game.
Oh, Everton, Chelsea.
Let's look at the midfield. Do you think it was Barkley together with this player Gary Barry, and then one player Makata? That player has been
underrated.
He has been so much underrated because he's a very nice player. Watching them now, they have given Everton a new style because now Barry and then Makata stays behind in front of the back four, so that Ross Barkley can attack. And when we know that when Ross Barkley attack, he has something good in him. Only when he attacks. So do you think the midfield can stop Chelsea?
It depends on how Fabregas and Matic, because I've not seen them in their shape, because they are struggling. I've not seen them. So if they're able to up their game a little bit, I think they can maybe get some, because this match is a must win for Chelsea, because it is a turning around for Chelsea if they are really interested or they want to maybe win the Premiership. This is a must win for them. Any scoreline rather than them win will be.
So he's winning.
So I think that it will be Chelsea winning, but Everton, a drawn game. I think a drawn game.
So you have not changed your mind to
a drawn game.
Okay.
I am not seeing Chelsea.
Okay.
I'm saying, I'm looking at the Crystal Palace side to give us a shock of our lives, as they did at Stamford Bridge. Crystal Palace, irrespective, like you were saying, Kevin De Bruyne is going to make his debut, but it's the Premiership. The Premiership is not an easy league that you just go there and you think you can just adapt. It's going to be a KG encounter at the Selhurst Park. A drawn game wouldn't be much of a surprise.
It's going to be a score draw or a goalless
It's
draw.
going to be a score draw.
So you think that they are going to be the first side to break the defense of City?
That is it. To put the ball behind the net of Joe Hart. I think they are going to concede.
Fernando is back. Fernandinho too is there. When those two guys, and don't forget Kompany and Mangala.
They have.
Though Sanya will be out.
Yeah.
But they have a very good replacement for Sanya. Kolarov too is back.
Yeah.
Joe Hart is back.
You see, like you are saying, you can keep mentioning the names. City, I would say they have the squad. A team that when Raheem Sterling is going out of the pitch, you will see a certain Samuel Nasri, who on a good day would be a first team player in most teams. Notwithstanding, Crystal Palace are also playing as a uniform. As a unity, they are playing as a unity, a unit form that most teams would lack. City might have the names and everything, but Crystal Palace are playing as a unit. So I would want to see Crystal Palace give us a shot, maybe the first team to beat Man City or even score against them.
So who is winning?
I'm saying it's going to be a Crystal Palace win or a drawn game.
Okay. Ovi, let me come to you. This fixture was or is one of the biggest games in England or in Europe. Manchester United against Liverpool. Last season, Liverpool lost 3-0 to United at Old Trafford. But United have a certain goalkeeper to thank, which was David De Gea, because he stopped 8 times. Do you think, and now I'm happy to announce that De Gea has renewed his contract for 4 good years. So the Real Madrid debacle is back. Do you think Louis van Gaal will play him tomorrow? And when he does, do you think it's going to be a good effect, or it's going to have a good effect on the United team?
It's a good news for the United supporters, because the goal that Gomez scored, no, I mean, it was a blunder from the goalkeeper. So the year coming back to the post will be a great, cushion for the team. I mean, it will give them something, some bite. But both teams are not playing at their best this season. Both teams. I mean, Liverpool lost 3-0 at their own backyard to West Ham. I mean, see how West Ham play.
And they are going to lose Felipe Coutinho.
Yeah, they are going to lose Felipe Coutinho due to the red card that he had. So, I mean, it is going to be a very nice game. A very nice game with that rivalry, coming to play. I mean, maybe a drawn game will be the outcome of this game.
Okay.
A drawn game.
Okay, Kobe. This fixture has been played 164 times in all competitions.
Yeah.
United sitting pretty high with 65 wins. Liverpool with 55 wins. 44 has been drawn. And then United have scored 223 goals. Liverpool has scored 204 goals. Do you think Sturridge coming back, can he do something for Liverpool?
He can do absolutely nothing.
Why?
It's an emphatic statement that I'm making. You see, Liverpool are really going to miss the engine of their team this season. Raheem Sterling, how do you call it?
Felipe
Coutinho has been at his best. He somehow has also been one underrated player. Did you get it? But now he's at his best. He's playing at the highest level of his game. Firmino hasn't come to the party. He showed some little glimpse in the first period of their match against West Ham, but then he went dead. I am looking at Manchester United to up their game. Louis van Gaal has no excuses to give anymore. Spending over £250 million in an EPL at Manchester United, and you still give excuses like you still don't have your squad back, you don't have squad issue, you don't have squad that. Man, this is a whooping amount of money that should be contending for the league.
Let's not forget Martial. Anthony Martial.
You see,
a fantastic player.
You see,
do you think tomorrow he can add something to United's team?
I don't see any difference that he's going to make. I'm sorry to say this, but you see, Anthony.
So you agree with Ray Paula what he said about Anthony Martial, that Anthony Martial is going to be a very, very big flop in the United colours.
You see, let me address this issue. When Cristiano Ronaldo was brought into the Manchester United team, he had a lot of experienced players like the Giggsies, the Scholesies.
But Anthony Martial will be playing with we have Rooney,
No, you see, you can just count.
Rooney is experienced.
You can listen. You can
Michael
just count.
Carrick is experienced.
Bastian Schweinsteiger.
Basti.
That's all. You can't call big boy players in Manchester United now. Manchester United are really lacking that thing in their team now. You see, the dressing room has now become, let's say, like full of, excuse me to use the word again, ordinary players. Do you get it? Most of the players playing for Manchester United now in most teams wouldn't be starters.
So
do you get it?
wins?
Do you get it? Manchester United passes the ball just for nothing. They pass the ball along for nothing. See, by the time,
statistically, United have covered more ground than any other Premier League
but
side.
they don't hurt any other team. They don't hurt them. They just keep the ball to themselves. They keep the ball too long. By the time you would want to start an attack, the opposing team would have regrouped behind. The United team that was once hailed the best counter-attacking team now is no more.
So who wins? Because Van Gaal says that he is going to beat Liverpool. He has the guts because he has won 2 games already against Liverpool.
Yeah, but then he still has the edge in this match as well. So I am looking at Manchester United. I mean, has getting the cutting edge. I think they should be winning this game, and they should change their style of play. They should be playing at a high tempo, the high passing tempo that would get them going.
Okay, so United match, Kobe. Now let's zoom straight into the Bundesliga matches coming up this weekend. We have Wolfsburg visiting Ingolstadt. Let me start with you, Kobe. Let me start with you, Prince. Wolfsburg without Kevin De Bruyne, but Wolfsburg have made a very essential move. They brought in this player,
Julian Draxler.
Yeah, Draxler, to replace Kevin De Bruyne, and they are doing well. Their last match, Kevin De Bruyne didn't play, they won. So do you think that Wolfsburg, having 7 points out of 3 games, do you think they are going to do something against Ingolstadt? Because Ingolstadt also shocked. They went away and won. So do you think that Ingolstadt will shock Wolfsburg?
Yeah, it's. Let me look at it from this point, because with Ingolstadt, with their season, they just started 3 matches, and then they have, out of that 3 matches, they are able to secure 2 wins, meaning they have 6 points out of 9 points. And those matches they won were away, and their home match they lost against Dortmund with 4 goals nil. And I think that with Wolfsburg also, they'll be able to secure, as you said, 7 points out of that. And then they went away to FC Cologne, and then they drew. So per statistics, I think that Wolfsburg coming into Ingolstadt per statistic, I think that Wolfsburg looks stronger, likely to score than Ingolstadt, because in their home game they lost against Dortmund, and they are proving that when it comes to the big guys, they are a little bit behind them. But I want to see them maybe stretch Wolfsburg a little bit, and then with Wolfsburg and their team, because you said that losing Kevin De Bruyne to Manchester City, they were smart, and then they brought in Draxler, the playmaker, who Juventus was also stalking to get into their team. Unfortunately for Juve, they lost to the player to Wolfsburg. And I think that Wolfsburg, everybody is maybe predicting or touting them to maybe compete the league, try to win, because give a keen challenge to Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. So if they want to make that statement, I think that this is the game for them to maybe prove to people that indeed they are really they really want to win there, because it's a game they must win to prove to everybody that indeed they are contenders, and they are they are in to challenge Bayern Munich for this. So I think that with the start they have made maybe fantastic starts, and Ingolstadt also doing well, a new team accruing, winning away. I think that it will be a big a nice match, but I still tip Wolfsburg winning the game, maybe a 1 or 2-1 win.
Kobe, let me come to you. With Bayern Munich this weekend on the French League 1, Paris Saint-Germain has kicked off with Bordeaux. Yeah, let's see. The last time that they met, Paris Saint-Germain lost by 2-3. And now this fixture has been played 47 times. Paris Saint-Germain winning 16, Bordeaux 19, 12 had been drawn matches. Paris Saint-Germain has scored 54 goals and conceded 64. Kobe, do you think that Bordeaux, Gerardin Bordeaux, will win against Paris Saint-Germain this evening?
I doubt, but I wouldn't write them off. Like probably maybe I did in some of the matches. You clearly could see that Paris Saint-Germain are really now. They are just like the Barcelona or the Real Madrid of
French.
Of French football. You see, they are like. I'll borrow a word from Prince and say they are revitalized. They are really playing so well. Blaise Matuidi scored a couple of goals for France during the break.
Yeah.
Ibrahimovic also scored a consolation in their loss. I'm looking at Angel Di Maria. He made a lot of runs. He gave a lot of passes, incisive passes in the last match that they played, which he came on as a sub. He will really adjust to their team. He will make a very good impact in their team, and I'm looking at him starting probably tonight. And like I'm saying, PSG are the team to beat now. They've won all 4 matches, and they wouldn't stop. I don't see Bordeaux being the team to stop their run. Let's not forget, in their last match they beat Monaco. Paris Saint-Germain beat Monaco by 3-0. So that run is going to continue. With no disrespect to Bordeaux, Paris Saint-Germain are going to carry the day.
Surprisingly, Ibrahimovic didn't start, and he's not even
in the starting lineup.
In the team. The team itself is not there. So you are tipping PSG to win.
Of course.
Okay. Prince, let's come to you. Olympique Lyonnais against Lille. Do you see Lille causing any shock to Olympique Lyonnais?
Maybe, because looking at matches between Olympique Lyonnais and Lille, it's in favor of Lille because they have won most of their encounters. They are in the lead, and then looking at the Olympique Lyon stats in the season, they are struggling. They are about 6 or 7 points behind PSG, who is the league leaders. And I think that if Lyonnais should lose this match, it means that they should forget about the league. So it's more or less like a must-win match for them, because they're looking at Lille too. They started so well. They are able to accrue some important vital points, and I think that coming into this game, they will pose a threat to the Olympique Lyon team. So they should be careful and then try to maybe keep the composure, keep calm, and then try to play their normal game and try to have in the back of their mind that they are challenging the trophy. They are challenging the Ligue 1 trophy, and if they should lose this match, it's going to affect them, and it's they should blame themselves if they should lose this match. So I see them, Olympique Lyon, maybe a slim win, victory over Lille, because it's not an easy, considering their encounters. And then
let me stay with you, Prince. On let's look at Monaco against Ajaccio. Monaco with Martial leaving, they did a very good business, that they were not able to invest into the team. Now, most of the pressure will be falling on El Shaarawy, and we have already said this, that they have lost top players. So do you see Monaco winning at Ajaccio?
Yeah, I see them winning, because I'm looking at Ajaccio, because Ajaccio have had a bad season. They have just accrued 1 point out of possible 12 points. And then looking at Monaco, they are struggling, but Ajaccio is not a team to maybe stop Monaco. Monaco, out of 12 points, they have secured 5 points, and they are 7 behind the league leaders, PSG. So I think that Monaco, Ajaccio wouldn't be any threat to Monaco. But I still doubting Monaco this season, because they have lost some key players in the shape of Kezawa, losing him to PSG, and also bringing in Contrao, I think
Yeah,
Contrao, yeah,
so I
Contrao,
think it's
yeah.
a fantastic
Yeah.
replacement for them. So
Okay.
looking at that, I think that if Monaco still wants to be in the league, it's a must-win for them. They should go into the game with at the back of their mind, winning the game, getting the 3 maximum points to cushion them so that they get closer to PSG. Because I think PSG is winning this weekend, meaning that adding their tally to 15. So if Monaco should maybe draw or lose, it means that the gap will be so much widened, and then I think that at the end of the day, it's going to affect them. So it's a must, a match I see Monaco winning, but they shouldn't forget due to the Apache maybe. A match I see Monaco winning, but they shouldn't forget due to the Apache maybe starting the league, maybe
Ajaccio can spring up a surprise.
So
Kobe, let me come to you with Olympique Marseille and Bastia. When Olympique Marseille trounced Troyes by 6-0, you all thought that their problems were over. Now they went to Guingamp, and then Guingamp shocked them 3-0. Do you think that Michel, their coach, their new coach, the Spanish man, do you think that he can hold the fort? Can he sprang another win?
You see, I spoke about this the other time with you, that Olympique Marseille, they are a very, very, very big disappointment. You see, they walloped Troy by 6-0, and everybody was thinking, "Whoa, our season is back." Only to go the next game losing 3 unanswered goals. We all know that they've lost a lot of players, but you see, the time has come for you to leave the past behind and try to look into the future. Olympique Marseille are 15th on the league log with just 3 points. Bastia, on the other side, also lost their last match. They lost their last match, but they have 7 points out of the maximum of 12. So you can clearly see that Bastia are making some incursions into the season rather than Olympique Marseille are doing. I wouldn't be surprised if the woes or if the wounds of Olympique Marseille be I don't know how to put it. If
So you mean that their woes are going to be worsened more?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean they've not convinced us enough. They haven't been playing at the top level that we know. I watched their game against Troy with you. They played fantastically, but I don't see what went wrong that has brought them back to the way they started their season. So I'm looking at Bastia being the favorites, but then if a draw becomes the results, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, thank you, Lega. Levante are pitching their strength against Sevilla, and then that match has kicked off. We are 8 minutes into that game, and the score is 0-0. So, Kofi, let me come to you. Sevilla, most people tip them to give Barcelona and Real Madrid a run for their money, but it seems when you put your hopes into Sevilla, they are going to let you have a very hopeless time. Well, last time out, they sat at home, and Atletico Madrid went and trounced them 3-0. Now, do you see them doing something against Levante as they are playing?
As you rightfully said, I mean, Sevilla is turning out to be a disappointment this season. The way they end their season last season was so great. So every football pundit thought this season was going to be Sevilla's season. I mean, they were the ones that was going to rock shoulders with the Madrids and the Barcelonas. But last 2 weeks, I mean, Atletico Madrid, I mean, did something that was crazy. I mean, going to Sevilla's home and scored them 3 goals to nothing. I don't know whether Carlos Bacca leaving the team has left out a big hole in there, because it seems there is nothing. You cannot see them with the bite that they play with last season. So I don't think they can lose this game. Playing Levante also is, I mean, a mid-table team, and Sevilla is rated above Levante. So I'm looking out for this game to be Sevilla's game. Win this game so that they can turn their season around. So a win for Sevilla would be great.
Okay, thank you. With Real Madrid visiting Espanyol. Now, Real Madrid scored 5 goals against Real Betis. With their man, James Rodriguez with wonderful 2 goals. And then Benzema scoring 2. But Cristiano Ronaldo couldn't open his account. Do you think that Ronaldo going blank, firing blank on 2 occasions? Is it going to be a third one? Do you see him opening his account this weekend?
Espanyol, like you were saying, they are not going to be pushovers. They've won a game and lost a game in their 2 matches that they've played this season. I'm looking at Madrid also turning their season around again. I mean, on their travels. I mean, in their first match they drew away, but at their home match back at the Bernabeu they won their match. And last season, or better still, like when those 2 teams met last, Madrid won by 4 goals to 1.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, Cristiano Ronaldo would have to break his duck. It wouldn't be the first time of him going, let's say, like 3 games without scoring. Trust these guys, Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. They are going to stay at that level for quite a lot of years to come. I don't see any player breaking that jinx between the 2. But this game, Real Madrid stand as favorites. Like you're saying, James Rodriguez have been big boy player.
He will be missing because he picked up an injury. When he played for Colombia. Midweek.
Yeah. But then they still have the materials. Danilo is also injured.
Yeah.
Dani Carvajal is going to play, and I love watching Carvajal. You know, he plays with much aggressiveness in him. I'm looking at Real Madrid picking the 3 maximum points, and I'm looking at Cristiano Ronaldo also scoring in this game.
Okay, thank you. Cristiano Ronaldo scoring, that will be his first goal for the season. Praise. Yeah. The big game. Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. They are all on 6 points. Last time they met, Barcelona were crowned the league champions at their soil, with Lionel Messi scoring the only goal. Do you see Atletico Madrid with Antoine Griezmann, the informed man from Atletico Madrid, doing something against Barcelona? Or do you think Barcelona are going to win? Because looking at this fixture has been played 48 times in all competitions, and Barcelona have won 23, Atletico Madrid with 14, then 11 drawn matches. Barcelona have scored a staggering 102 goals and conceding 73 in return. So on the average, Barcelona have scored 2.13 goals. That is 2 goals in each game that they have played against Atletico Madrid. Do you see this run continue, or do you think Atletico Madrid will say, hey, we want our title back?
Statistically speaking, as you pointed out there, Barca stand favorites, and I think that with their start in the league, Barcelona winning all their 2 matches with just a goal each against Atletico Bilbao and Malaga home, and also Atletico Madrid also winning against Sevilla 3-0 at away. I think that it will be a tough match, as you said. It will be an exciting game to watch, but Atletico Madrid will try to do something, will try to prove a point that they are contending the league, they are in to win the league this season. So they will try all out from all angles to prove to Barca that they are not going to have an easy match at all. But Barcelona is a Barca, because if Barca wants us to know that they are in to maybe defend their league title, then it is a must win.
Let's not forget, they too have been struggling because
They
they
are
have
struggling.
scored 2 goals
Just 2 goals. Yeah.
in 2 games. This is not a Barca that we know.
Yeah, but coming into this game and then winning, it's important, because at the end of the day, it's the 3 points. That is what matters, because it is that will let you win the league matches, the league at the end of the season. So I think that coming into this game, Barca still stands as favourites, but Atletico Madrid will try to do something, will try to prove a point that, hey, this time around we are not going to let you have it as easy as always. And I'm looking at matches between them and their coach. Statistically,
Diego Simeone
is yet to record a league. Is yet to record a league win against Barcelona. And looking at their last game, which Barcelona claimed their league title last season, I think that coming into this game, Barcelona losing their right full back in the shape of Daniel Alves, and also Piqué being suspended, and their goalkeeper Claudio Bravo also injured, but Ter Stegen is also a quite equal replacement, and I think that he also can also do something in the absence of the Claudio Bravo. And also looking at Atletico Madrid, as you said, Griezmann is doing fantastic this season, his runs, and I think that with the inclusion of Vermaelen, he's also trying to prove a point, because their last game against, he scored, he gave them Malaga, the winner, and I saw him improve a little bit. So if he should continue in that on that pedestal, I think that it will be a fantastic season for him in the Spanish La Liga. And looking at the match, I still tip Barcelona winning, but they will have a tough time.
Okay, guys, a quick one, just a prediction. Kobe, who is going to win this game? A quick one, a snappy one. Who is going to win?
I'm going for an Atletico Madrid winning one game.
Okay. I do say Atletico Madrid winning. Okay. Now let's go to the Italian Serie A. Another derby match over there. This game, years ago, this was the game that people will be clamoring to watch. Prince, let me come to you. Inter Milan against AC Milan. Derby
della Madonnina.
Derby
della Madonnina.
Okay, the Milan derby. Yeah, Prince. Inter Milan, they have scraped through 2 wins. They have 6 points. AC Milan, 3 points. Do you think form come to this fixture?
I think that it will be a nice game, an interesting game, of course. Looking at their matches for the 5 matches they played so far, each winning 1 game and then 3 ending in a draw, and coming into their game, and always their game being a bit tight. No one is trying to dominate the other, because it almost always ends in a draw. And looking at Inter Milan, I think getting the 6 maximum points out of 6, they are doing quite well. And then AC Milan, their first game, they lost against Fiorentina, and then they came back, and their new players in the shape of Bacca and Willian.
Let me stay with you. Juventus traveling to the league leaders now, Chievo Verona. Juventus have shockingly picked up 0 points. Do you think that they are going to have their first win?
It wouldn't be as easy as it was going to be last season. This match would have been a straight win for Juventus. You see, when you lose integral players, or like integral players who were also having impact on your team, if you should lose them, replacing them has always been a problem. Losing their star man Carlos Tevez and how do you call it, their midfield dynamo Arturo Erasmus Vidal, losing him has been a big problem for them to fill that vacuum. It's making Juventus struggle a bit, and I can't stick my neck out on this game. I wouldn't want to say they are going to lose, or like they would find it difficult to pick the 3 maximum points.
Okay, Prince, let me come to you. Roma traveling to Frosinone. This will be the very first match between these two sides in any competition. Do you think Roma will keep their winning streak going?
Yeah, I think they will, because looking at Frosinone, they have not won any match in this year, in this season too. I still see Roma winning, because looking at Roma, their first game they drew, and then coming back beating Juventus 2-1.
So a straight win for
It's a straight win
for Roma.
For Roma, because looking at some of the key players they brought in the shape of Edin Dzeko, and then
Szczesny, their goalkeeper.
And also the Egyptian international from Chelsea,
Yeah, Salah.
Mohamed Salah. I think that I see them winning against
Frosinone.
So it's a straight win for AS Roma, no doubt about that. Because if they should lose, then they do that at their own peril.
Okay.
So
Thank you very much. Yeah, that segment, the most entertaining segment of this show. Pick of the week. Kofi, let me start with you this time. Which team, which manager, and which player are you expecting something extraordinary this weekend round of matches? Let's not forget Champions League is starting next week. That is on the 15th and 16th.
Last two weeks when we met, and when we read this segment, I said the day was going to stand out,
And then he did.
and he did stand out,
And he was crowned the best player
for
the month of August.
Yeah. So I'm looking.
But the manager you chose didn't.
Wait, Kobe. So I'm seeing the day who has been crowned the best player for the month of August, and how he's going to, carry this burden. So the day, I'm also picking the day once again, and I'm picking Mourinho. I'm going to see how after that loss, how he's going to, calm his nerves and go into this match against Everton. And the team of the week will be, I'll pick AC Milan. I want to see how they are going to, come out with this debut game that they are going to play with Inter Milan.
Okay, Bobby.
Yeah. My player of the week obviously will go for Blaise Matuidi.
Okay.
Like behind the scenes, I've been talking to you a lot about this guy. I love watching him play, and I like the way he has become so aggressive in scoring goals. And let's not forget, look at the goal, his second goal that he scored in Francis win. It was a cracker. I'm picking him to be my player of the week. Obviously, my manager is going to go for Alan Pardew. With the heroics that he has, let's say, exploited so far, I want to see that continue this weekend as well. And my team of the week will go to Borussia Dortmund. Dortmund, that we know of the past, are back, and I want them to continue. I'm looking at them continuing their winning run this weekend.
Yeah, Prince. Let's see. Isaac Decimenza traveled to England, and then he landed in Germany. So, to you, the player you are expecting, the manager you are expecting, and the team you are expecting to do something good or something above itself.
I'm expecting Gary Bale to do above, because Gary Bale last season he had a tough time, and then this season he also started so well against Revetting also.
Yeah,
Revetting. He scored 2 fantastic goals and also assisted. So I still want to see him improving, because I think that if he should improve this season, he will help to offload some of the burden of Cristiano Ronaldo, and I think I want to see him excel. And also the team to watch, my team for this week will be Crystal Palace.
Okay.
Because looking at Manchester City, they are yet to lose a match in the Premiership. So I think that if they are going to lose a match, it will be Crystal Palace, and I expect Crystal Palace to do that for me.
Just dance in your